because I'm work baby, you know. Did I tell you this?
No.
I'm the baby at work. I'm the one that needs constant supervision, that needs to be spoon-fed information, you know. And whenever I do something, it's like, am I doing it right? And they're like, yeah, you're doing okay. You know, that sort of thing. I have the, like, out of the whole team, I have the most to gain and the least to lose, you know? So I'm in a pretty good position, I think.
Yeah. No, that's a legit thing, right?
I obviously not financially. I have the least to gain and the most to lose, because if I lose this job, I have to find another one, kind of thing. Whereas, you know, I'm sure people up the line than I am, they have a lot of money to gain. And if they lose this job, they can probably go find another one, like, pretty fucking quickly. Unless, of course, they did a really bad thing. Unlikely. But anyway, what have I learned so far? I mean, I guess some of these things I already knew were like a thing, but I guess it sort of stressed the importance of things like accuracy and being a tiny, tiny cog in a huge fucking machine, and the importance of one cog, kind of thing, you know. But at the same time, other than, like, you know, not in terms of like a less like pragmatic things, like in terms of like non-pragmatic things that I've learned from the job are again, these are things that I kind of already had known, but have been stressed to me since I started, is things like communication and camaraderie and having a work-life balance. Yeah.
Can you be more specific about, like, what about communication? What about camaraderie? Like, yeah.
So this whole, like, you know, past 3 months or so, we've been all working from home, right? Which has been a challenge at times, but every morning we start out with our daily meeting, me and like my team, and we talk about what we did the night before. We talk about what we had for dinner. We talk about what's going to happen today. And we just talk shit for like half an hour. We honestly, like, talk shit for half an hour, get some work stuff, like, you know, ironed out, and then we go about our day. And then at the end of the day, we have the same meeting where we go over what we have done today. And then we just talk shit for another half an hour. And it's so good because it's like, you know, like, it's really hard to get to know people online, especially when they're people from work which you're not choosing to get to know, in a way. But I think we've done a really good job at that. Like, when we first, so like I joined this team around late February, March kind of thing, and then COVID hit mid-March. And so we had to start working from home. So on my first day working from home, I'm just like I want to ask these questions, but like I really don't feel comfortable because I don't want them to think I'm an idiot. And I've honestly never talked to them before. So I'd always go back to my alt team and be like, hey, how do I do this? Like, can you help me with this? And then and now I'm just like straight up like, hey, like, I think I'm fucking this up, like, to my team. And they're like, you're not fucking anything up, Hannah. But anyway, things like that, you know, being comfortable talking to, like, again, maybe I'm just a bitch, Hans. Maybe I'm just a bitch and I don't like people.
No. I think there's like, because that's what I've been trying to understand with so many like teams that I work with, right? There's teams where you feel like you can just be like, yo, I fucked up. Can you come help? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's teams where the boss says like, hey, my door is always open. Just come talk to me at any time. Ask any, like, they can say that and they can mean it while they say it, but that doesn't always translate into an environment where you feel, where people actually do that and communicate in that way.
Right.
And it always seems like it comes down to the little things that kind of add up to give someone a feeling of safety and like feeling of, oh, I can be myself here.